When I read about all the different gods that I could choose, they all hated me.
My family's from the Caribbean, and the culture isn't really as accepting of gay people.
My family grew up Christian. I went to church every Sunday. I was like confirmed and all that.
My dad is from Northern Ireland, so religion is a massive thing in his life. And I don't think that my family over in Northern Ireland are very happy that I'm gay.
I come from a conservative Christian family. That was a bit of a difficulty growing up as like a queer person.
So my dad is Iranian, my mum's Welsh Christian background, so I always say it was really beautiful that they were able to come together, merging their backgrounds to, create such a prolific lesbian.
Totally. Well, I'm like 4th generation British, so now my family just sees themselves as British, so they're not really connected with the culture as much. So for them, it's not really a big deal.
I went to like a Catholic sixth form. I realised we was watching a video that was sort of telling us that religious people was allowed to not accept LGBTQ people, and as a gay guy sitting in that class, that was just uncomfortable.
My church was like really low key and like really chill and accepting of like everyone. I guess like the Texas culture impacted me more because they're really hard believers, and like they would like pick at my campus and say like, hand me a Bible and say like God hates like everyone that's not Christian. Like, okay, cool, thanks.
I believe my sexuality isn't a belief, it isn't an opinion, it's who I am, it's who I was born as. It's not a choice. If it was a choice, I would choose it again because it's brilliant.
My granddad and like maybe like his age group of people definitely aren't as accepting, just because it's not what happened when they were younger. That wasn't a thing when they were, I mean it was, but it was not spoke about at all.
They don't know the rights and the wrongs of it, so they do it without even knowing that they are being homophobic.
There's a lot of like accidental homophobia at the Christmas table in my family. And I'm like, and I laugh at my granddad, I'm like, I know you didn't mean that, but like, please don't say that again.
I feel like a lot of religions have this thing about God loves all, but then when it comes to homosexuality, it's like, God loves all, but not you.
I don't like when people like push their religion on me, but I don't mind like the religion.
We're supposed to be pitted against each other, and that's not the case. I know loads of gay people and trans people who are religious as well, because that's what gets them through hard moments, because religion can be a beautiful thing to them. I just think, in my opinion, religion is used a lot of the time as a justification for hate, and that then to me just isn't a religion.
We need to, as like a globe, try and kind of separate the idea that like there's religion and there's sexuality. Like they're not like necessarily bound together for a person. Like somebody might be religious and they might be gay, or however they want to identify.
I do feel like religion and LGBTQ people can coexist, because at the end of the day, I do believe that religion is all down to love and accepting people and being nice to people, and the LGBT community is the same. They both have their issues within their communities, but I feel like the aim is the same. It's just kind of being nice to everyone, respecting everyone.
I feel like a lot of young people, especially, we've grown up thinking if they're in a religion like Muslim or Christian or whatever, that they can't be gay. And that's not the case.
Teaching kids about LGBT plus identities isn't going to turn them queer, it's just going to make them aware, and it's going to teach them tolerance. And if any young person does come out as queer, it's not because we taught them to be queer, we just taught them that it's okay to be yourself.
School's not talking about it, their family's not talking about it, and especially if their family aren't completely for it, then they're going to find it extremely hard to kind of come to terms with who they are, and that can cause a lot of trauma within them and within themselves.
I think it would give us all like a greater, especially for young people, like just a greater understanding of that there are other sexualities and there are different religions and there are all these things that you can be, and you can be anything you want.
It's like a pick a mix, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got like licorice and you've got like chocolate balls, and if someone's like, you can't have those together, they don't go, you can go, well, I like it.
Well, you can't.
Cheese and Marmite. Like, people are like, that's disgusting, and I'm like, delicious.
Yes, I respect you and your choice. I don't think that's very
Yeah,
good, right?
see, there you go, that's it in
I wouldn't
practice.
like it.
Right there.
It's literally that easy.
It's that simple.